Centaurs are large creatures. I have declared it. It is true.
Oh, I see now. I was getting a little confused, like, where did that come from? But I was looking at the actual map yet.
So how is everybody doing today?
Try again.
So how is everybody doing today?
Tired. But I survived.
I think that's everybody.
Trying to work out the kinks from having spent 3 days at a badly adjusted office desk and just suddenly realizing that, okay, that's stress. A few muscles I hadn't used in a couple of years. But it'll be fine.
That's uncomfortable. Are you sure? Are you in? Oh, when it comes back, we'll ask him, I suppose.
Ren's just getting a drink, and then we're gonna be good to go. I'm doing all right. I'm not bad.
Good to hear. Good to hear.
Is Striker not joining us tonight?
Sorry?
Is Striker not joining us tonight? Or are they just running late?
I do not know. They are probably not going to be here today.
Alrighty.
They weren't around yesterday either. They are apparently working extra late tonight and kind of found out last minute, so it's
Oh, not fun.
yeah.
Jay, the thing I forgot to ask last week.
Uh-huh.
Did leveling up restore my spell slots?
Did what?
Did leveling up restore my spell slots? Because we leveled up mid-game last time, and that's a bit new for me, so I didn't know if that leveled up or not.
No, you have not rested yet.
Okay.
And actually, you all are probably getting tired at this point.
Yeah. If there's a tower, we can, rest in there after we don't get murdered by snakes.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. You can sleep. You can sneak into the tower, and snakes won't bother you probably.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Apologies for my delay. I needed to find something to snack on after waking up.
No problem.
What did you get?
I remembered that I had a cereal bar that I was having for work snack that was still in my bag, so I scarfed it down very quickly.
Oh. I do like snacks.
It was a Golden Grams cereal bar that they
Yeah.
added chocolate to and made it into a s'more with some marshmallow as well
Those
as the binding.
Yeah, those are usually pretty good.
Loaded with sugar, not at all healthy as a breakfast substitute. The Cinnamon Toast Crunch one is the best, and the Lucky Charms one is a close second, but loaded with far too much sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, hello, I'm going to take down the away screen, and here's our beautiful faces showing the Twitter page. That's okay. Look at the Twitter. Follow the Twitter.
Follow the Twitter.
Giant snail handout. Hello.
Hello.
This is our beautiful boy.
Yeah.
Our beautiful they them. Our beautiful snail.
Our beautiful him her.
I don't remember. Did we give it a name last week?
We did not. Although I saw Happy, and I've decided that that's its name now.
It's just Happy.
Yeah, because it's Happy Giant Snail, so it's like their name is Happy now.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, it's so cute. Okie day. Before we begin, I want to remind everybody that we have a wonderful sponsor, Grinding Coffee Co. Follow our link in the chat for a 10% discount. The code is PartyWipeGames, of course. And get yourself some delicious coffee. They still have wonderful flavors like the Gay Agenda available. The pumpkin spice is, of course, a seasonal favorite. And the one I recently tried earlier this week was I don't have my bags on hand, so I can't remember what it was, but I had the Mexican chocolate, I think. And that one was delicious and got me through my Alien RPG game because I did not get enough sleep for that. And so I needed something, and I had some grinding coffee, and it kept me awake. Yes, Mexican chocolate. So hyping up the Mexican chocolate, it's chocolate, cinnamon, and vanilla. It's a Grinding Coffee Co. is, of course, a small business, black-owned, LGBT plus supporting business, and a big purveyor of helping out small tabletop RPG communities such as our own. So follow them, give them some love, and tell them that Party Wipe Games sent you.
Yeah.
Next point of order is, of course, introductions. So we'll just go down the player roster and tell everyone who we are, who we're playing. Since I've been talking for a minute, I might as well just continue. I'm Rindis of Party Wipe Games, and I will be playing Sashir the Monk.
I'm Stefan, RQ Stefan by the handle, and I'm going to be portraying Uncle Konstantin, or Kostya, the Forest Gnome Ranger.
I'm Dougler93. I will be playing Chell, the Changeling Wizard.
And our fourth player is not here today. Or at least is going to be late. We'll find out. But I'm going
They're
to say
scheduled
they're
to
just
get
not here.
they're scheduled to get home at 10. I don't think they're gonna make it.
Well, okay.
Well, dang.
Yeah, if their message that they spam dropped when they didn't show up for the other game yesterday was they were working from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. because they work in the hospitals. So I don't think they're going to show up even if they make it here within a relatively reasonable hour, because if you worked from 5 a.m.
That
to
is
10 p.m.,
point.
I would probably collapse.
I don't think I'd make it home, honestly.
Mhm. Yeah.
I think the hospital would become my home at that point.
Yeah.
Well, I am Shay, and I am the storyteller this evening, or dungeon mistress this evening, and we are playing The Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Last time, our characters did battle with Thaco themselves, and made their way into Prismere, particularly Hither, where they began their journey for all intents and purposes to solve the mystery behind the Feywild shenanigans going on with the Witchlight Carnival. You all had noticed a crashing balloon and made your way through this murky bog, coming into contact with some brigands, promptly intimidating them away from you all, and making a new friend in the snail they had been beating. You continued on your way to a slanty tower in which the balloon had crashed into. You had managed to set free the inhabitant within, and in thanks gave you both information and his sword, which is, as a little fey dragon, this sword acts as a dagger, a +1 dagger. And I believe that's where we left off, with some interest in wanting to find out what was inside the tower.
Yes, I had snuck past the snakes last time.
Right.
Looking here, I see a stealth and an acrobatics, so I think I had even started to climb. Or was the acrobatics to get through the vines? I don't remember.
I believe it was to get through the vines. I don't think we actually started climbing yet.
But I was venturing ahead. Also, we needed to have a decision on my languages.
Right. Well, I could set an item out for you, or...
Well, I don't want to bypass the curse completely. I think we just need to refine how it works.
And you think as long as you can understand your known languages...
Yeah, I think being able to understand but not able to speak is a good way to do it.
How about this? You're able to you know your languages. You're able to understand them. However, whenever you try speaking, you speak one of the languages on the list.
Yeah, I like that better.
The first...
Because the not being able to understand kind of put me out of the latter half of the game.
Alright, so everything that's coming out of your mouth is giant.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even understand yourself.
That's fine.
But I believe we left off with you reaching the far side of the tower, beyond where these giant snakes were.
I think that was it, yeah.
I can believe that.
So what am I seeing here?
From the base of the tower, there are a number of brambles that kind of like curl up around it, providing cover. You hear the gentle, the steady hissing of breaths kind of within these brambles, but you also see that this tower is at a very extreme angle. You have not peered inside. It is a solid stone tower. There are handholds in the little divots, but you can attempt to scale it if you so desired.
I do so desire.
Alright, give me a...
Oh, wasn't it scalable because it was at the weird 45-degree angle?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go up that side.
Alright, just give me an athletics check. DC's not super hard. Not at the angle you're going.
Athletics. 11. Wait, did you say advantage?
I did not.
Okay, 5.
5. You start to climb before being underneath this bramble patch. You see that there are a number of thorny vines in the way. Go ahead and give me an acrobatics check.
I could do that far better. 22
Okay.
or 22.
You don't scrape yourself up on these vines. You can either continue ahead or
I will continue bravely ahead.
all right.
More athletics.
One more athletics.
All right. Yeah, okay, this is how it's going to be today. That's a 2.
That's a spread.
Yeah.
Now give me a dexterity save.
All right. I'm good at those too. Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. There go my 2 nat 20s for the day.
I was going to say, you have a 2-sided die all of a sudden?
You know?
Okay, so here's what happens.
I only work in extremes.
Yes.
So
It's the Feywild. This is exactly what it is. It's the extremes of both sides. You start to climb. You manage to kind of like squeeze your way past these brambles before this is a bog. These stones are slippery, a little bit more slippery than you anticipated. And sure enough, you do start to fall. However, you see, you just knowing that these dangerous thorns are behind you, you manage to corkscrew your way between them, and then land with a wet splash on your feet, knee deep in this water. But after that splash, the heavy breathing stops.
I'm just gonna stay perfectly still and listen.
Give me a stealth check. Also, everybody out here, Happy instantly goes into their shell.
Oh no.
uh-oh.
I screwed up.
Okay. You see, kind of like curling around the corner, a large, very, very big snake, and it's just kind of wading through this water. Even with the water levels rising, its full body does not sink into it. It does not notice you. It continues to move through the brambles, searching for something it heard. This one pokes its head out of the brambles. I'd like everybody to roll initiative.
Hooray! Sorry, guys.
Right.
Hang on. Whoop, wrong one. There we go.
Do the initiative. And remember to select your token before rolling, but let her clear the initiative first.
Right. Clear. Alright, there we go.
Okay. I still
Okay.
only deal in extremes.
Still extreme.
That work? Yay, it worked.
And oh, 19. Okay.
Ooh.
I don't know if I should include them or not. Probably not, since they're not here. Your centaur friend is missing. Lost in the fog. And let's give you a nice. All right. It says here, you're up first. You have not been noticed.
Yeah. Okay. The movement in this bog, is it normal speed or
It is difficult terrain.
difficult terrain? So I can't help them. I will stay hidden, but I am going to do the giant's equivalent of making the sound of a dying giraffe to alert them that there's danger.
Okay.
It probably just sounds like Mongolian throat singing.
You all hear Mongolian throat singing. Give me a performance check.
Certainly. 16.
Okay. Alright. Anything else?
I'll treat that as an action. So I'll go 5, 10, 20, 30. That'll be me.
Alright.
I have to remember that we still have the same amount of resources, like my key. Okay. Yeah, that's me.
Now, okay. Now you did just make a sound.
I did.
Yeah.
Would you like me to re-stealth?
Do you intend to re-stealth?
I would prefer not to be noticed.
Make another stealth. This time at disadvantage.
Well, you
Never
have
mind.
22 or 22. Jesus.
Alright. Chow, you're up.
Okay,
A snake with a head as large as yourself just poked out of the brambles.
I have a movement speed of 15, right? Yep, 15 currently, so gonna go here. So that's nope. One. Two. And I don't want it to go towards happy.
Okay.
So I'm going to use I'm going to use Cloud of Daggers, which There we go.
Fill your
Hey.
swing drivers and queue 5 feet on each side, centered on a point within range.
So I want to start it here, go there, there, and up.
Okay.
So wants to go towards Happy, has to go through the cloud of daggers. So and it's on their turn or my turn that it starts. The enters for first time turn or starts its turn.
Okay, so if it starts its turn there.
Yeah, or enters on the first time on a turn.
Yep, which it is starting its turn, so here, 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 and here. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, this one's the center point?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Alright. When we get to that, you will roll damage.
Alrighty.
This one is still looking. See if it actually... Nope. Rolled well. It heard a dying Mongolian giraffe. It is looking for this meal. Constaff.
I think I am going to Hunter's Mark. Oh, is right. The snake on our side, and then push an arrow towards it. So we'll see. Okay, don't restart now. So we'll shoot off the arrow and see what happens. Ooh. 27?
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So that is 5 points plus Hunter's Mark 4, so 9 points in total.
Alright. So, you release this arrow as this massive constrictor peers out from the brambles and immediately hits this thing, and then there's a loud as this thing starts to raise up. A cloud of daggers appearing before it as well. Happy staying in a shell.
Don't get noticed, Happy.
Yeah, let's see if he how unnoticeable he is.
Damn my mouth.
Hey, not bad. Alright. It appears that this massive snake, originally with eyes on that big juicy prize left right there, is suddenly much more well aware of actual dangers here. So roll me that damage.
Okay, and that is 44.
Yep, it actually saves. Take 5.
11. So 5.
And is immediately going to start making its way out of the cloud of daggers and towards Constantine.
Nope, nothing to see here. Just a gnome with an improbably large bow.
Okay. 11 to hit.
That's gonna miss.
Yeah.
Fortunately.
So this large snake starts to make its way towards you. In what appears to be an attempt to coil around you, but you kind of like wiggle past. It does not quite catch you. It's a sheer. You're up.
Okay. It does not know that I am here. So I will strike. Wow. I'll get the drop on it and come in with the quarterstaff. Two-handed. Kia!
Natural 20.
Natural 20 because I'm hidden. That loads other side damage. Okay. 8 damage as I bonk it.
It now knows you're here.
It does now know I'm here.
There's just a very heavy thud, and this thing just kind of you hit it on the head, and it kind of like does like a it undulates in such a way that its body does kind of like a wave in the muck, and there's just like one big yellow eye with its like little slit pupil just like.
Yeah. And then I am going to spend my last key point for a flurry of blows.
All right.
And hit it with some unarmed strikes. 19.
19 hits.
That's going to be 6. And then a 17, which
Also hits.
makes 8. Wow, okay.
Okay.
That's really
Alright.
good. And then
Hey.
open hand technique. So I will cause it to impose the following effects on the target. It must succeed a dexterity saving throw or be knocked prone. I don't think that applies for a snake.
Let me check. Well, it doesn't have vulnerability or immunity to being knocked prone.
But how do you knock a snake prone?
You roll it over on
You
its
roll
back.
it onto its belly. My other option is I can push it 15 feet away, which is what I think I'm going to do.
Okay.
I don't know if its movement is affected or not, but I will shunt it 15 feet this way. Which isn't
Is it
much
awesome?
for... oh god, that's not going to do much for this big old snake at all. I'm gonna roll it. I'm gonna roll it on its belly,
Okay.
because it literally just goes, bam. You know, like it's not very inconvenient for it.
Yeah. You whack it and it looks to you after that critical hit, after you like bonk it on the head, and then you just like completely lay into it, and this thing is entirely caught off guard. As it just kind of like shifts back and gets caught in the brambles and kind of like tangled up, and it's just not having a good time. Just stuck in its little sleeping spot is kind of working against it in this case.
It needs a dex save.
Really dex save.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll it on its belly.
Yeah. Well.
Okay, that's fine.
So that means it does not get rolled on its belly.
It does not get rolled on its belly.
Okay.
A success means I win.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Alright. Joe, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to go up this time, so I'm not running off the map. I think Chell's gonna run a bit further away, and then they're going to point at the snake and cast Toll of the Dead. He needs to make a DC 14, what kind of wisdom save?
Wisdom save. 12, that's a fail. Roll your
Okay, so it takes D12 damage because it was hurt before.
Yes, it was.
Mm-hmm.
It's got an arrow sticking out of its neck.
7 damage.
Alright.
And is that all that does? Right.
I believe so.
Okay, that'll be my turn.
Anything else?
Nope, can't really do anything else.
Alrighty. Alright, Zashir, this thing sees you as a formidable threat.
Yeah.
Does a 16 hit?
Does a 16 hit? Does a 16 hit? No, it does not.
Ooh, okay.
Armor class 18.
Nice.
I am nimble. I am quick.
So you see it start to try to unravel itself from these brambles and try to coil around you, but you're already gone by the time it manages to get around you. It's gonna move. I'm gonna move there.
Okay.
Alright. Constantine.
Okay, let's see. Constantine is going to look up at this snake whose head itself is probably just about the size of Kostya, and quickly just drop the bow by his side and pull his trusty dagger and go stabby.
Alright.
Just because bows at 0 range tend not to be a good thing. So a 19 to hit.
That does hit.
So that's going to be 5 points, and then an additional 5 points for the hunter's mark, so 10 in all.
Alright, yikes. Happy pokes one little eye stalk out, and then goes back in. And now this massive snake is going. Does a 15 hit you?
A 15 is just what it needs.
Oh hey! This time, as you sink this dagger into it, it kind of rears back, hisses, and then looks like it's going into snap, but instead just rapidly coils around you. You take
Oops.
17 bludgeoning damage. And you are
17
grappled.
bludgeoning. Yay, okay, well,
Oh, jeez, that's a lot.
yeah. No. Let's get this right.
Aren't you
So
glad
first
you're
of
not
all, I
level
need
4?
to 14 makes the con save for the concentration, and
It does.
still here, and at least, even though I'm at least the dagger is good up close when you're wrapped up in a snake. So there's that.
So for this, until this grapple ends, you are considered restrained, and this snake cannot constrict around another target. Restrained is not good.
It's okay. I've got him cornered.
It is. You do currently have him occupied. That, however, is the snake's turn. Zashir.
Yeah. This is gonna get dramatically less cool because I am out of key points. So I'm going to just smack this snake again with my staff. Yeah, 25.
That does hit.
Yeah. Oh, low ball damage, 5 points.
Another 5.
And then 5, 10, 15. So that's my movement. I'm gonna keep it from trying to reach the others or help its partner.
Would you like to use your offhand attack? Because you can do that as a monk.
Yes, I will do so. The other side is a D4, right?
I believe so at your level.
Okay.
You'd have to check. Because I know it goes higher as you level.
Okay, then I'll just roll it as a unarmed strike since it's that already. Natural 1.
Natural 1. Okay. You swing another punch and completely whiff it.
Yeah.
But you are effectively soloing this thing.
Yeah.
Gel.
Okay. Okay. Can't use any of those because I don't have those spell slots. I'm gonna use Toll the Dead again.
Alright. This time it saves. It seems uninterested in your bells.
Can I call out to try to get its attention so maybe it's less focused on Constantine as he's trying to get out of the grapple, or
Sure, make an intimidation check at disadvantage.
he is currently eating my friend.
It is very focused on him.
6.
It doesn't even know you're there.
Oh dear.
There's a tiny snack that has been really hurting it. And against this here.
Whoa.
Low ball damage.
Oh.
It is a natural 20.
It is a natural 20. And yikes, that still hurts. It's 16
still
damage.
hurts, yes. That was 48.
16. Still more than half my health.
Yeah. These are nasty monsters.
Y'all.
Yeah.
But you are now considered restrained. As long as you are grappled.
I'm not trapped here with it. It's trapped here with me.
Alright. Const is up again.
Constantine is going to wiggle his nose and then sneeze very loudly. Normally for this effect he'd be sneezing up into his beard, but being grappled, unfortunately, he's a evil gnome because he's not wearing a mask, but it does mean that he bonus action misty steps away.
Oh.
Down here somewhere. Followed by a quick cure wounds.
Okay.
To,
both of those are leveled spells. I believe you can only do a level spell.
the misty step is more of an ability.
Gotcha. Alright.
In this case.
That is one way to circumvent that.
for a massive 1 point.
Yep.
We'll take all we can get.
What is your... Ooh. Okay.
Oh dear.
Happy does not come out of that shell. And seeing that its meal just poofed away, and there's another bigger one in front of it. Okay. It lashes out, and its mouth just like kind of clamps onto the shell of to Happy Shell, but does not quite get through. Even moving up, staying clear of those daggers. Sashir, you're restrained.
I am. First things first. Zashir is like water, so I will slip out of this restraint. 24.
24. You are able to get out.
Just like that. I go noodle,
Mm-hmm.
and I slip free. That is my action, I believe.
Yes, it is.
So I am. Am I done? Is there anything else I can do? I will deflect the snake missiles when they come. No.
Okay.
I need to check if I have. Oh. Nope, that's an action. Okay, I'm done. I have one more spell I can cast, but I am done.
Alright. Chell, you're up.
Gonna try Firebolt this time.
Alright. That hits.
Yes, and 7 damage.
Alright. So you fling this little mote of fire, and as it strikes the scaly hide of this massive snake, it gives up on trying to consume Happy and turns in your direction.
Okay, I'm gonna run away a bit more.
Okay.
So another 15. So 1.
And 10 off. Got it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Hopefully 45 is enough. Oh dear, I don't think so.
Alright, this one is this one's gonna try to snag Sashir again. 19 to hit. What was your AC?
Sorry, who was that to?
That was to you.
18.
Alright, so you're unconscious.
I'm in danger.
Yes, you are.
Yep, I'm out.
Emmett, sensing their friend is in danger, enters the combat. Constya.
Costa is going Odrat. because he only has moved 25. So it will take him. Well, maybe it is. He's going to. I don't think the timing will work, but he's going to try. So he will go. He will dash along. As far as he can. Fortunately, having used his Misty Step already, he's not got it available, so doesn't have any. Oh, maybe. No, that's a can't do that. So, yep, that's all he can do.
Okay. As you make your way through these brambles, you make it through just in time to see the snake coiling around Zashir again, and Zashir, you just feel the air crushed out of your lungs, and everything goes dark. All right. Oh shoot. What we got? Indeed, 40 feet. All right. So, 1, 2. Sorry, 10, 20. 6. And it blinks, sidestepping the massive snake and the cloud of daggers altogether, and continues making their pursuit. And we'll have to dash. 2, 3, 4. We can get that far. Trying to see how long we got. Can't do anything because he's in a shell. Alright. This one.
Do I?
You're 10 off, so 5, 10,
Of course I don't.
30. Doesn't quite make it to you to do a constrict attack. However, its bite has a range of 10 as it's as this massive snake lashes out towards you, Chow.
Gets better.
It's a 13 to hit.
Yeah, I'm going to cast shield.
Yay.
All right. So as this fanged maul comes towards you, you throw your hands up and the shimmering shield appears before boom, it just kind of bounces off. All right. Happy pokes his head out and starts making his way over. Burp, 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 burp. Not impeded by the muck. And misses.
Oh,
He just goes and kind of like slops onto the snake that doesn't seem to notice him. You notice there's a little face just staring at you, just sitting on top of Happy.
Happy the Empire saving me.
This year, death save.
I got a good feeling about this, guys. At least it's not a natural one like I was expecting.
I think. Yeah. Yeah. Well, the issue now being, can we get to you before somebody
it makes an attack, which will kill me.
Yeah. Zashir, now Chell. You're up. There's a snake 10 feet away from you.
If I try to go away, will I proc a attack opportunity? Because it has a 10-foot reach.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Dang it.
Also, Ren, roll me 1d8.
Me? Okay.
No,
Right.
me, sorry. 4.
4. Okay.
Okay.
No, that's just for me.
Okay.
And would activating the Crown of the Monarch be an action, or
What does it say that I posted? Did you
Crown of the
copy and
Monarch?
paste?
Yeah, just copy and paste it. I can pop it back in. So Crown of the Monarch, Charm of the Monarch. You can sprout a pair of beautiful butterfly wings. As long as you have wings, you gain flying speed equal to your walking speed. You gain +5 to bonus to all charisma base. Ability checks. These tech last for 1 hour. After you use this charm 3 times, it vanishes from you.
Well, it doesn't say, so I guess you can just sprout them at will, if you so choose.
I'll hold off for now and use Toll of the Dead.
15.
Dang it. So nothing happens to it.
Nothing happens.
That'll be my turn.
Alright. Seeing new challengers approaching, this and with Zashir no longer a threat, it kind of corkscrews its body so Zashir kind of moves further away and is going to move up and snap at that. Gonna snap at Const. 21 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
10 piercing.
It didn't take you down, though. That's good.
Didn't take me down. Didn't take me down. And it moved closer to me, having moved you away, which was very important. Because I think I can just about. I can enter. Well, I'm in its zone of control, so I can move around in the zone of control, and I'll move.
At half speed, yes.
2, 3, 4. So I'll move 25 feet.
That's difficult
It's
terrain.
difficult terrain.
Oh, so that's okay. I can 2, 3 go back down to 15. That's still just enough. Actually, 15 would be there, wouldn't it? So, but that's fine. That's still just enough. There's an edge. Just enough that I could just crawl forwards and absolute reach out with the tiniest possible and cast my last cure at Sashir. Oh, for a total of a natural 1 point.
Woo!
Zashir, you wake up still in the clutches of this giant snake.
Could you imagine if that rolled a 0? Okay, fantastic.
So you both are at 1 and 2 hit points respectively.
Yeah, we're doing great. Meanwhile, our wizard is just like, why am I back here alone?
Why are we engaging in hand-to-hand combat?
Emmett
I was up in the corner crying.
This elderly blink dog just kind of like comes forward and kind of like and he's doing that thing where he's trying to growl, but he's just kind of like he's like old and like wrinkly enough that his lips don't curl up as much as he'd like. However, he does latch onto this massive snake, sinking his teeth into it, doing a little bit of damage.
Ooh.
And that's his turn. Chell. Let's see.
You can do it. I believe in you. We can't reach you that far away.
Does a 15 hit?
Yep.
You know what would be helpful right now? A fighter.
But I do have something for the damage at the very least. Arcane Ward. So
Yeah.
because it cast shield before, it's now activated. So it has hit points equal to twice your wizard level, which is 8 because we're level 4, plus my intelligence modifier, which is 4 plus 8 is 12.
Oh, so you're a tanky wizard. Sort of.
Abjuration wizard.
Yeah.
They're defense wizard.
Yeah. All right. Well, so that reduces the damage from 19 to
17. Not 17, it's 7.
Yeah, 7. Yeah. All right. Well, you take 7 damage, but you are still restrained now.
And my arcane ward shatters.
The snake coiling around you squeezes tighter and tighter until your shield just like cracks before, and then you feel the body tightening around you. Happy misses.
Oh, that 22 on the other side.
Yeah, Happy's trying. He's a sure you're awake. But for how long?
Okay. Awake now. Just gonna stay where I am because there's no point in trying to get away because I have no health to do anything else or key points. I'm gonna bop it. Yeah, 16.
That does hit.
8.
Nice.
And then I can do an offhand, right?
Yes, you can.
14
hits.
Wow, max damage both times.
Nice.
Okay, 8 and 8, 16.
All right. So you start struggling and fighting, and you're kind of like you're giving this thing a hard time. And he does not particularly like that. Jell, you are also restrained. What do you do?
Can I still cast spells? Because I do have the Warcaster feat, so
You can.
I don't need my hands for it. Sorry, did you say yes or no?
You can, yes.
Okay, so I don't have anything that can help me get it out. Let's try Firebolt.
Firebolt while restrained? Sure. That is an 11.
Oh, crap, baskets.
11 misses.
Actually, shouldn't it just be flat because of a Warcaster?
What does a Warcaster do?
You have practice casting spells in the midst of combat, learn techniques that grant you benefits. You have advantage at Constitution saving throws at concentration spell. When you take damage, you can perform the smarter components.
It is disadvantaged because you are 1 in melee and 2 restrained.
Okay.
You can perform somatic components.
But it's all range attack into melee.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like you're immobilized.
Alright.
That is turn.
Okie dokie.
Happy, save me, please.
Bring the hurt snakes.
That is this snake turns around and snaps again at you, Sashir.
I welcome death. I don't. Please don't hurt me.
It is an 18. You are restrained.
I am restrained, and that will hit.
You are unconscious again.
Yop. Just kind of nods at Constantine and goes back down.
Alright, you did a lot of damage to him, though.
I did.
A ton of damage.
Mm-hmm.
You are the only one that's damaged this thing.
I've done a consistent amount of near max damage.
However, everything goes dark again as its mouth just encompasses you. Half of you, anyway.
Oh no.
Alright.
Yeah.
That is... Roll me another d8. That is what I need.
Okay. 3.
3. Alright. You're up, Kostya.
Oh, Kostya is going to it's a snake. Why am I doing this? Hiss very loudly at it through his teeth.
Okay.
And in so doing, casting his ability Dissonant Whispers, giving it a DC 12 Wisdom save.
Alright. Wisdom save. That is a 17.
Okay, so it doesn't have to... Unfortunately, that means that it doesn't have to spend its action immediately backing away, but it will take half of 3d6. So it will take 5.
5. Oof. Okay. This thing is bleeding from its eyes. Emmett, what you got, Emmett?
Oh no.
No. All right. Nope. Okay. Chell, you're still in its mouth. Or not
Oh,
its
dear.
mouth, but you're held by it. That is a natural 20.
Good night, sweet
Oh.
prince.
It
Oh dear, I'm
it's the night of the 20s.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's my max house. I'm down.
You are unconscious.
Get him, Happy.
Alright.
So, Rhyme of the Frost Maiden, guys.
Roll me a d8, by the way.
D8. 6.
All right. And happy.
Come on, Happy.
Come on, happy. Hey, happy hits.
Yay!
For 4 damage.
You're such a good snail, Happy. You're such a good snail.
Such a good snail, Happy.
Is it here?
Death save.
Yes.
Alright, I gotta remove the first one. Okay.
Still one.
I'll put it back. Yep.
Shell.
Death save. Hey, that's a good
Ew.
sign.
One success.
That means you'll live through the next
That's the
fight.
next round. Yep.
You'll live through the next
You'll
fight.
survive the next round.
Alright. Giant
I
constrictor.
was expecting it to eat me.
Yeah, giant constrictor still being attacked.
I am in its mouth.
You am in its mouth, so it unconstricts from you and is going to try and constrict Constantine.
Wait, it's not going to finish eating me to attack someone else?
It is very low health and is getting attacked.
Okay. Well, that is game. We are dead.
Channel name lives
Save
up.
you.
Emmett could save us.
Alright.
You know, it would have been really great to have a fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a cleric.
Maybe a cleric.
Oh.
Sure would be nice too.
It has to be said that that's one thing 5e noticed over time is that the all the interesting classes are out there, but it means that the fundamental survivability of the party goes downhill as everybody goes interesting and nobody walks around in armor and a wagon of cure light wound potions.
Now, to be fair, I am armored. It's just that Shay has been rolling incredibly well.
Yeah, I'm really
It's yep. It's
It's roll 20 once
Truth.
it's dead.
Yeah, roll
Yep.
20 once it's dead.
absolutely.
Constantine needs to make a death save.
See what we get.
Roll an
That would be the moment. Oh my god!
You wake up and can take your turn.
Yes, wake up.
Oh,
Put the snake up twice.
roll
Those
20
blood
once is
flowing down your
dead, and
face.
Stefan rolls a 20. Yes!
Alright.
It's called Roll20 for a reason. Oh,
Yes.
okay. Bonus action: move the hunter's mark onto the one I'm under,
Okay.
or the one that's constricting me, and then strike out at it with the dagger.
Do it.
Let's see what that gives us. Now I'm still at disadvantage because I'm constricted, but I think I'll be okay with an 18. So that is going to be some points plus.
You don't even need to roll it.
Okay.
You did one more than its health.
How do you want to kill this thing? Give me the cinematic for this.
Okay. I think what's happening is because Sophia was towards the tail end as they were
I was
getting
at its
constricted. Oh, you were at its mouth. So yeah, so it's the tail that's gone round and constricted Kostya.
Yes.
And it sort of brought in doing that, it's just brought Kostya barely within the reach of the back of the nape of the neck. And that's where Kostya is just hammering in his dagger full might, with the little effect of the hammer of the hunter's mark on top, just driving it in.
And
As the snake just opens its mouth and falls over, with Therese just rolling out beside.
and so Zashir kind of like sloshes out of its toothy mouth, just covered in blood and bruises, alive.
That's subjective.
And you hanging on at 1 hit point. Emmett unfortunately does not have cure wounds.
It should definitely try to help Shell.
Does not get his blink back, unfortunately.
Well, okay.
But will start to dash, making his way over. And still needs to make an attack against you, even though you're unconscious.
It just has advantage.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it doesn't need to make an attack. It's an auto critical.
Well, it needs a hit, but it's an auto critical, isn't it?
I don't think so.
But no, if you're unconscious. Oh.
Because they can't defend.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Auto hit
I'm trying to remember.
Unconscious. 5th edition. If an unconscious character takes damage while at 0, they automatically fail 1 death saving throw. Do death saving throws if the damage is from critical hit, massive damage, blah blah blah. But also that's not very clear because it's an auto hit if they are helpless, which you are when you're unconscious. Attack rolls against an unconscious character have advantage, and any attack that hits the character is a critical hit. Okay, so it just you do have to roll it,
Okay.
but they have advantage.
Yeah.
And it's an automatic critical.
The 16 hit or 18 hit. You take.
So that's
You do take two
Two
death
failed,
saves.
two failed death saves.
yeah.
So basically, you just need to not fail when your turn comes around.
Yeah. Giant snail is going to. Oh, does hit.
Ooh.
And with that much damage, gets the snake's attention.
Yay! Save me happy.
Sashir.
All right, here we go. For all the marbles.
55% chance.
Okay. Okay, that's one success.
Oh, yes.
All right, just kicking it down the road. Let's go.
Yep.
Okay.
Shell. Death save, please. Success.
Thank God.
Okay.
You are still alive.
This is stressful.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys.
It's not you. It's the dramatic tension of the dice rolls.
Yep.
All right, Constantine, you're up. Would you like to stabilize this year?
Actually, Constantine is knowing his wisdom isn't necessarily the greatest. Doesn't have the best of ideas at the best of times. So he's actually going to move his hunter's mark back over to the other snake and shoot an arrow at it.
I'm not even mad because getting rid of the dangerous thing is probably the best option at the moment anyways.
All right, make your attack.
So that's going to hit
Thank God.
for
Oh, damn, yeah.
7?
7 plus the Hunter's Mark. Ooh,
Oh, thank goodness.
so
Okay.
13.
So this arrow sails out of the brambles, even with the cover from all these thorns coiling around. This arrow sails past and hits this thing square in the head before it just falls, and Shell, you slide out of its mouth.
Yay!
We are still, however, in initiative.
Yep. Blink Dog gets to lick somebody's face to stabilize?
I mean, why not? Let's find out. Emmett, what's your medicine? You don't got it. You're rolling wisdom.
Nope, bite me by mistake.
Nope.
At disadvantage because he's a dog. Does not quite wake you up. Happy's turn. Also at
Lime you awake.
6. Does not stabilize you.
Okay, one more.
Is that here?
Just need one more.
Okay.
2 fails.
2 fails.
Oh yes, because you weren't injured by it this time round.
Yeah.
No. It didn't hit me, but I got knocked back down. So.
Yeah, but no, I was thinking that you'd taken the hit already, so you were already on to fail.
No, I'm still good.
Oh dear.
I got one more tense round.
Shell.
Hey. Come on, roll 20. You're a great system. You wanted me to live. You want me to live. Oh, fuck.
Oh, good night,
Oh.
sweet prince.
Yeah, that's.
Damn.
That's a clear message from the dice gods.
Yeah, I should have told roll 20 to fuck off. Then would actually let me live.
It's like,
Ooh, that's
we
tough.
saved one of you. What more do you want?
And to be honest, that wasn't even roll 20. That was beyond the 20 on the death save. So
One of these. Let's find out. I think it's more interesting. Okay. All right. So,
quick.
yes.
Quick possible sort of mini retcon here. During all of this, Shiny could have been making his way up. And this is just my bad for not having the character sheet up. So if this doesn't work out, I am happy to take the just my own ineptitude side. But he does have Spare the Dying.
I mean, hey. You remembered it before I put it into effect, so... I was getting ready to turn their body to stone, so...
Oh.
I will allow you that.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
I mean, Shiny didn't do anything, so... all around, and they're close enough. All right, that is. So what's that do? That stabilizes them.
It just stabilizes you on 0, I think, if I recall, or is stable on 0.
Yep.
I think.
All right, so you're unconscious. Now it's your turn.
And this is the other reason why I decided to go for the arrow shot before I went and turned around to Sashir, because I now get to roll the Sashir medicine roll at -3.
Do you happen to have a medicine kit or healer's kit?
I do not.
All right.
Yeah.
Not yet.
At least it's a dirty one.
You stick your finger in the bite wound and like, is it helping? No.
Or you have to plug the wound.
Apply pressure.
All right.
Here we go. Good night.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
The dying in the Feywild special table, I suspect.
Yes. Whenever a creature, including a player character, dies in Prismere, its death has a chance of triggering one of several magical effects put in place by Zybilna. This effect is determined by rolling on death effects. Blah 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 blah. You know what 8 is?
Do I reincarnate?
You come back
into
to life?
something cool?
I can change it to that if you want.
No. What is it actually?
The creature instantly returns to life with 1 hit point, as though affected by a revivify spell.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Like, no, that's incredibly handy.
I almost turned Shell to stone.
What happened to Shell?
When I was rolling to decide what would happen on their death, before I said anything, he said that Shiny had the gentle repose.
Well, that
Like,
just preserves the body.
Spare the dying.
Oh, spare the dying is the one that stabilizes automatically.
Yeah.
Yeah, general repose is something totally
Yep.
different. Which I was like,
Oh, I'm sorry. Spare the
Yeah,
dying. But when they were gonna die, their body was gonna turn to stone, but that didn't happen. Hey, you actually did live. Well, sort of. You died.
I died. Oh.
Okay, the entire party is on 1 hit.
Yes.
Oh.
Or 0, depending on how you look at it.
If you go by averages, I think it's 0.3 of a hit point.
Yeah. And it starts licking your face, Sashir, and you wake up to dog kisses.
Oh,
I just say something incomprehensible and giant.
well, it sounds. I suspect, at least to Constantine's ears, as though you're cursing on your mother's grave. So, which is quite possibly accurate for
For giant, yeah.
That is a hangover and 3/4. Ooh. Why is it always snakes?
Just gonna lay here in the bog for a minute,
Okay.
processing mortality.
Yeah.
I'm just unconscious next to this on the snake, I suppose, or next to it.
You're unconscious, and Paunch is just kind of like sitting on top of you.
That sounds like what a cat would do.
But as with two massive snakes dealt with, unfortunately I didn't roll anything fun on them. They just died. But a stillness falls over the bog again, and you hear just the sound of frogs croaking and the occasional whine of insects buzzing about, lights flitting about.
The Miser bot just decided it was dead. Oh, there we go.
Well, I know we're out in an unpredictable wilderness and all that, but I think we need a breather. At least. What do we say? Do we want to carry Shell up into the or up towards the tower and maybe pull along, or do we just gather? Should we just gather together, take a couple of quick guard duties, and hang out here for an hour or so in total?
In Giant, I will respond that it's probably safer upstairs.
Yeah, and I will remind you all that you've been awake for going on 12 hours now. 14 hours.
Time dilution effects.
Yeah, you were awake throughout all the night for the festival, or for the carnival, and you have not rested.
And yeah, take the risk and go along, as it were. I know it's only been 5 minutes, but or do we just go short and try?
Let's try.
Consia, you cannot understand what Sashir is saying. You just hear, walk through a flock. And then it summarily goes, tilts his head, confused.
We'll just, Kostya will just hold up.
Y'all gonna hold up in the tower?
Yeah.
Alright.
Don't need those climb checks.
If you wanna, do you wanna go inside the tower or climb up the tower?
Inside is probably safer than outside.
As long as there's nothing in there.
Well, there's nothing guarding the entrance now, so...
Yeah, it's time to find out what...
Yeah.
So you guys collect me then?
Oh,
Yeah,
we're giving
well,
you a
well,
respectful bog burial.
Because I went under, I don't look like Chell right now. Or I look more like Chell, I suppose.
Yeah.
Because I'm a changeling.
Yeah. You would look
ooh,
like your
yeah.
most Chell right now.
Uh,
I think Azashir will be the one to pick Chell up and just kind of in giant be like, well, that's different, and then throw you over their shoulder.
What does Shell's true form look like?
well, like most changelings' true forms, their skin is more of an ivory color now. Oh, they have hair. It's kind of like in a shorter bob style, and it looks more like porcelain, even though it does feel like normal hair. They tend to be a lot more scrawny and a little bit shorter, honestly. The most noticeable features on their face is their eyes. These, if you would look into them, they would be mostly black, and the rest of their face is more like a doll's. Just no real definition between it. There's a mouth, a nose, but it's very faint.
All right. So you gather Chell up. You all make it onto the inside of the tower, the slanty tower. On the inside, you see that it is, for the most part, empty. There is a spiral staircase that winds all the way up to the top. At a slant, of course. It is interesting. You'd expect the tower leaning at this much of an angle to just collapse entirely, especially with how far up it goes. But it doesn't. It is just propped up by whatever invisible force there is. However, it does offer some bit of protection for the evening.
Artistically right that it should be at this angle.
Time to sleep.
Time to sleep.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's see. Alright. So over the length of your rest, you would notice that water does tend to rise and fall and rise and fall every few hours. This water rises to about 10-20 feet, so you all do have to kind of set up camp a little higher up in this tower. But this water level rises up to about 20 feet before dropping down again to reveal the soggy, muddy underneath of it. Ah! Not what I meant to do. Fine. So, you all may take the benefits of a long rest.
Ooh.
Yay.
And you all are awoken to. Well, actually, no, I have a better idea. Sashir and Kostya, you both You both wake to the sound of like a gentle rumbling, and it sounds like this rumbling is coming from outside. Emmett, Shiny, both lift their heads and stare, as if expecting something, but nothing comes. And this rumbling continues for a little while before it just goes quiet. And it appears that the waters have receded at this point.
Kostya is just going to roll over in his bedroll, very quietly whisper, "I'm sorry. I'm old. I have gas."
I think it's a genuine laugh.
And go back to his semi-restful state.
You hear what sounds like a door open in the distance, and then indistinct chatter going on before this door closes again, and you smell food. Scent of like roasted ham or like a honeyed mead. Just briefly.
Yep, okay. I have a feeling how this is going to go, but that's what I thought. Kostya being Kostya is going to slowly get out of his role and sort of just crawl down the steps a little bit, essentially poking his head around the corner to see what is going on.
The first thing you see are feet. A whole bunch of feet. Lots of feet. And then on those feet, you see a large stone building.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh my. That looks like the luggage's big brother.
Yep. Oh yeah. The luggage meat is copulated with Baba Yaga's hut.
I mean, it's frisky enough to do so and survive.
Mm. Well, it is the Feywild.
You smell
He's
stew, and you see it's just smoke rising, little cottony puffs from the chimney.
Kostya is going to just carefully, lightly tiptoe back. Get out a quill and scribble a quick note, starting off in Gnomish and then striking through it and restarting the note in Common. just saying, "Gone for breakfast,"
Mhm.
and then he's going to step out, wander downstairs. The water's receded at this point, you said, somewhat. So is it more than 5 feet over the floor?
It's less than that at this point, and you notice when you look out again, you see that this inn has settled down into the muck and just has kind of like sunken into it, and the doors are now level with the ground.
In which case, he's going to wander out and walk over and knock on the front door of the footed building.
The door, after a moment, does open, and you just see let's see. There's no. I guess I can put in whoever I want. Fun. Okay. You see. There's like a small gnome that kind of opens the door, and she says, "Oh, well, hello."
Excuse me. Morning. I couldn't help but smell cooking.
Well, yeah, this is an inn.
Ooh. That's intensely useful. It's probably just what we need. If you will but hold on for one moment, I will gather some further guests.
Well, the inn goes where it needs to
We
go.
have coin.
I mean, okay, I guess. If you're looking for like beds and meals, you want to talk to Miss Harabax. And this gnome kind of like turns around and points towards the back.
Oh, absolutely.
And where she points, you see there's an elderly woman, human, kind of dressed in furs and some like with like kind of like vine designs in the outfit, and she's currently serving a bugbear and an elf and a couple other patrons sitting at various tables, just chattering amongst themselves.
And moving through in a sort of very direct line. So, excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Dusty will walk forwards and approach the good lady and say, "Excuse me, I understand that you provide services of an inn type nature."
She pauses as she's filling up a mug and kind of like slides it down to the bugbear, who catches it and raises the glass. She looks at you and says, "Aye, that I do."
Well, that is indeed most fortitudinous, in that myself and my companions have just barely survived encountering some of the local wildlife, and could absolutely do with some rest and some repasts. Would it be possible for me to gather them up and bring them inside? They are but just across the.
That's what this tavern is for. you'll find at the inn at the end of the road is, well, used to travel the lengths of Prismere. Not so much anymore since that Lorna, and she spits off to the side, took over. But yes, my name is Sue, and yes, I do offer free beds, hot meals, slices of delicious plum pie.
Ooh. And he'll pretty much just run as slowly as his little feet can carry him, or tripping over his beard a couple of times. Then back up, and he's going to run up and shake Shahir awake and going, wake up, we've got to go to sleep in the inn. It's just over there. Come on.
I'll get up and grumble something in giant. Mostly it's just acknowledgement and sure, but it doesn't sound pleasant because it's giant.
And he'll run over towards Shell and sort of start to gather up the bits and pieces and try to go to pick up Shell, but of course that's a non-starter really. We'll climb up towards the window and point outside at the big building on feet outside and go, It's a traveling inn. They have food and beds.
I'll nod.
And lead the gathered group back over.
And sure enough, you're able to, with each other's help, you're able to get Gel inside, and Happy just kind of like goes up the side of the inn and then settles on top of it and goes into their shell. But you enter again, and dragging Shell along, you see that Sue kind of like arcs an eyebrow at the unconscious unconscious Shell. You weren't kidding. You definitely needed those beds.
Oh. It might not be the place to say this, but I think I could give that Rip Van Winkle guy a go for the sleeping record.
Mm-hmm. You, like, even as you're talking, she's already kind of like turned around and like plucked a key from like the wall in the back. Here you are. Room 3.
Oh, thank you, mistress. Thank you.
Feel free to come get some food when you're ready. Just remember the rule of reciprocity.
Ooh, indeed. Well, we sort of in on the immediate side, we could probably offer you some snake stew. I don't know that is how palatable that is.
Snake stew? I mean, if you've got snake stew, I mean, anything will do.
And he'll run out and well, he's got survival. Give it a go. Not a horrendously bad job at skinning a snake. get a bit of meat off them.
Yeah.
With a 19, you're definitely able to harvest some of the flesh from the snake. It's nice and beefy and probably with some good cleaning will turn out to be some decent meat. It's a fairly fresh kill. But you can take it back inside. But during this time, it would have taken a little bit of time to do that.
Mhm.
So, Zashir, what would you like to do?
Go find a place to eat.
There is. So Sue kind of looks to you and says, "What'll it be, honey?"
Something filling.
I didn't understand that, but I'll get you some stew.
I'll just nod.
And she comes back with some very succulent smelling stew. And it is absolutely delicious. And she also sets a plate of pie down. And about the time that you are able to get through your meal, Kostya, you're able to come back with the meat. Emmett's eaten, got to eat some of the treats from her as well.
Hey, there you go, Mrs. Sue. Oh,
Fresh cuts. Alright. And she'll scoop that up and just say, "That pig."
oh. Thank you. You'll look around and say, I don't know the rest of you good folks, but I just need a little cat nap.
Of course.
And he'll start to stagger up towards one of the rooms, and he's at least from Constantine's view, he's as likely just to fall straight forward into bed and be asleep before he even hits it.
I'm also gonna just pass out after eating.
Alright. You all may take the benefits of a long rest.
Again.
Yeah.
Yay.
Long rest in comfort.
Yeah. I thought this made more sense if it happened before.
Oh, it's a gorgeous touch.
Oh, yeah.
Joe, as you wake up in a comfortable bed.
Joe's just gonna sit up slowly, feel where the snake bed thumb is, kind of look around like the room.
You see, the first thing you see when you sit up is
Wow,
Uh-huh.
just staring at you.
that's the sound Joe makes when he sees it.
Just at the foot of your bed.
Hello?
It does not respond.
I saw you come to my help with Happy. Thanks.
It just continues to stare.
I was gonna nod at this point. Notice their hand on the corner of the vision, like, oh there, oh no, oh no, oh no. Just kind of touch their face, like, back to yourself, back to yourself, back to yourself. They just shape change back to what Chell was appearing before.
Conch kind of like leaps up now that you're awake.
I was going to reach up at him like, sorry, I must give you quite a fright there as well. Are my companions in the room as well?
Yes. Sashir, you come to. So do you, Kostya. Emmett just kind of in his sleep. He's old. He's sleeping in.
Well, good morning, you two. I guess we survived somehow.
I had such a strange dream.
Really? What was it about?
I think we all died. More giant.
Oh yeah, roll your languages.
That was-
You get a new one. Just roll me 1d16 since we're doing it this way now.
Wait, how many?
1d16.
Wouldn't it be more languages?
Well, you're only speaking one of them.
Oh, okay. 4.
4. Let's see. Yeah. You're still speaking giant.
God damn it. Okay.
I want something different. Roll again.
Grumble, grumble, giant noises.
We've had this joke.
Yeah, we did
11.
This one. 11. You're speaking Draconic.
Grumble, grumble, dragon noises.
Alright.
So you're speaking another one this time.
It does sound a little bit different. It's a bit sharper, and you, as a spellcaster, would recognize recognize a language even if you don't understand it. The inflection and dialect of what may have derived from original spellcasting.
That sounds quite like Draconic. Give me a couple moments, I'll try to cast Comprehend again. Toad's just gonna kind of feel along themselves for the spell book to pull out.
Still there.
And they'll take the 10 minutes to cast this Comprehend language on Ritual again.
And after about 10 minutes, you have Comprehend languages active.
Yeah, that's just... Boop.
Yeah, so that makes sense, because now Shell can at least understand what Sahir is saying.
Isn't it great when your translator is unconscious?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, they can worry about the fact that Draconic has some... There's the... What is it? The phrase for people is prey.
Oh, yeah. It's very contextual. So, what happened after I was swallowed by the snake, or partially swallowed by it?
Constantine saved everyone.
Oh, thank you, Constantine.
Ah. Well, it was either that or get ate by the snakes, so...
But just not a very pleasant experience. I don't think we ever want to go through that again. So, are we in the tower now?
No. I found an inn. Or the inn found us. I'm not quite sure which, but I'm not about to look a gift in the mouth.
There is a window.
look outside. Have we perhaps moved during our
You
time
absolutely
asleep?
have. Currently, you are in motion. You see that you see the boggy landscape just kind of like passing by. A lot of like thick trees, vines hanging from them. It looks like the water level is fairly high at the moment, but you see just like the these waters just kind of like waiting below you. And from what you saw before, this inn has a whole bunch of legs. So you imagine that they're all just running along the bottom of this bog at the moment. You see occasional flit of light. Strangely, the end is not like rocking or shaking or anything like that. It is perfectly calm, as if on solid ground.
This makes sense for the Feywild.
Yeah, very strange. I'm going to take getting used to this. Is very different from the carnival.
Is it though?
Well, I didn't die at the carnival.
And there I thought all the entertainers died frequently at the carnival.
No, we only die for our performances, not for being eaten by giant snakes. Still just
Oh.
ironic.
Death and death.
Yeah, Constantine, you don't understand what she said.
Well, yeah, I'm doing the mental Chinese whisper effect of going through.
Just a
going through Chell.
telephone.
Yeah.
Should we go find out where we're going now?
Probably. Well, if we're in Prismere, I suspect wherever we're going is where we'll need to be.
Honestly, probably yes, but it might be nice to know what's going to be there before we get there.
Well, I, for one, think I know what's going to be there. Beer.
I could definitely go for a drink myself.
Several.
Making your way back downstairs, you notice that some of the other patrons that were there are gone, with new ones replacing them. A couple remain. There's a few pixies kind of like sitting on a table instead of in the chairs themselves. At the counter, there is at the counter. Sue is setting out breakfast for different people. There's a couple hobgoblins she serves up, but she sees you and sees your group come down, and just gives a curt nod and goes about her work.
Chell will go up to the bar. Or, excuse me, can we have 3 breakfasts, please?
I can do that.
Thank you very much.
What would you like?
What's on the menu?
Well, there's some snake and eggs.
Ugh, no snake.
Just eggs then.
Eggs would be lovely. Constantine, would that be as well?
Snake and eggs sounds wonderful. Nothing like the meat of your fallen foes.
I was saying the meat of the fallen foe as well, so 2 egg breakfasts and a snake and egg, please.
All right. And she goes in the back, and when she opens the door, you see that there's a big minotaur with a chef's hat, carrying just a couple massive eggs over before the door closes. And a moment later, after a little bit, Sue comes back with 2 eggs and 1 steak and eggs, and then pours some juice into various cups for everyone. All right, breakfast is served.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, mistress.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Ravenously set to and sort of whisper, oh, and by the way, don't insult the chef.
Wait, what?
Cal
doesn't understand.
I only saw the bottom third of him, or them.
Oh.
Do they speak Draconic?
Unless they've made hairy dragons recently, no.
Well, if the cooking's not good, I'll just assault him in this normal voice.
But you all begin to eat, and it is actually phenomenal. Delicious and hearty.
Chell doesn't know that we've done the gifts of certain reciprocity, yes.
No.
How much do we owe you? Mistress, how much do you owe you for the beds and the food?
Beds and food are free.
Oh.
Your friend already admitted payment.
No, that's good. Thank you very much, Constantine.
In honesty, the pair of you did the majority of the work for it, so thank you.
Well, then welcome then.
You all came in a bit battered up. It's not too uncommon, but from the looks of it, you don't seem like you're from around here.
Well, I mean,
Well, our friend here is, but Constantine and I are from the material plane.
I take it you're their guide then? She says to our draconic speaking friend.
More or less so. Though we are in more uncharted territory for all of us.
Well, you sure came at an interesting time with Vilna detained, as it were. Used to be her
Bad.
realm. At least when she was in charge. This end could go anywhere I wanted.
Oh yeah. Speaking of that, where is the thing going currently?
Well, wherever it wants to go.
Oh, okay.
Wait, so what's the difference between how it was before and where it is now then?
After translating, well, the way it was before, it could travel the length of Prismere, and it wasn't in this, fetid swamp. Much nicer than before the Coven seized power.
But you said it could go wherever it wants. Why is it just not going out of the swamp?
Can't leave the swamp. It just goes wherever it wants in the swamp.
Oh, okay.
I see.
She pauses a moment, kind of like looks, kind of like walks around and heads towards the door, kind of like opens it while it's kind of moving. The water's kind of a few steps below, but she takes a look around. There, through the fog. Looks like Telemy Hill.
Almy Hill?
Telemy Hill. The hill also moves around.
That's
She closes the door.
What can you tell us about this hill?
She's usually in a pretty good mood.
I didn't realize mountains had moods.
This one does. It's an interesting place. There's a bunch of Telemy Hill uses the trees to speak to anyone traversing them.
so the hill is sentient then.
Yeah.
That is quite interesting.
I imagine they're kind of stuck here too.
Well, we were kind of supposed to look into what happened to this Vilna. This Vilna. And we did hear about her trouble with the Coven.
She was a benevolent ruler. She kind of like looks a bit more morose. It's been a while since the Coven took control. I heard rumor that she was trapped in her own palace. Fortunately, I don't know any details.
Yes. We heard that the Prismere was split into three. Like, each member of the Coven lords over a section. Is that true?
Yeah, occasionally someone might, some folks travel from one section to the other. Most don't risk it.
So I don't like for people to go between in the areas then.
It's just dangerous. As I'm sure you know with the way you all came in here.
Yeah.
Yes, that was rather unfortunate and unpleasant, really.
It'd be nice to see Isabella restored to power, but I can't escape this morass.
Which of the Coven then is in control of this area?
That would be Bavlorna. path. Lorna Blightstraw. She turned this whole place into a swamp.
Does she have a central area of power?
Yeah. It's in a place called Downfall. The village of, Bullywugs.
And those frog people.
Yeah. They're a courtly lot. And they're pretty friendly, all things considered. Seems they got a new king every I don't know, however long a month is here.
They change kings every month.
I
It's
don't know.
quite peculiar.
It varies.
Time is relative, anyways.
Yeah.
True.
All right then. Been very informative.
I'm glad I could help. Seems the end came at just the right time.
It truly did.
Well, if it's ever in the area again, do always stop by.
We do see, and we shall be sure to do so.
Also, feel free to stay as long as you like. And just remember reciprocity.
Of course. When you receive a gift, give one of your own.
You got it. And she'll gather up any of the empty plates and glasses. Oh, by the way, that giant snail of yours is on the side of the house, or in.
Oh, happy stayed with us? Amazing.
He's just kind of stuck to the end.
Sorry about that.
No
He's
worries.
quite friendly.
I took the liberty of giving it some cabbage.
Thank you very much.
Not a problem. And she turns and goes to move the dishes back, and then comes out and starts serving someone else.
So, as nice as this place is, I don't think we should stay for quite too long.
Well, we kind of had a job to do before we almost died.
Yes. We could try to go straight to the Silna's palace, but I think it'd be a bit more complicated than just going to walking to it. You might have to.
Probably deal with the hag that resides over this area.
Mhm. We should perhaps see if we can get a map. Might make it easier to decide. Oh, Stefan, you're on mute.
I don't know. I somehow just keep talking into my beer. It's I can't help but suspect the fortunicity of being delivered onto the doorstep of such a gloritudinous geographical feature.
So maybe we should go to the. Yeah, where did I write that down? Tell me, maybe find someone who'd be able to help us with the witch.
I will admit, I am just horrendously intrigued looking up at it by a cave in the shape of a keyhole.
Yeah.
That is quite curious, yes.
And
That's of course completely disregarding the 3 feet.
That are bigger than most cities I've ever seen. How does one even get on top of it, I wonder?
You tickle it so it sits down.
But then you have mountains sitting in your head.
Yeah. Maybe pull back those curly front of the feet with a piece of rope and then let go and be sort of catapulted, flung onwards.
Idea.
Sounds like at least be a fun way to try.
It's not the craziest thing we've tried.
Yes. Chow just kind of pokes a hole in the shirt.
Seeing, as you all are discussing this, there's still a lot of like mist and fog around, but this hill is definitely drawing much closer, and with the end and the hill moving almost like parallel to each other. You see the hill just kind of like settle down, and kind of the feet kind of go beneath the waves a little bit of this murky bog, and it actually goes. It interestingly enough, while it seems to rise well above the swamp canopy, there's also appears to be just a dark cloud with rain over it, and you just hear Tsu goes, something must be making it sad.
So its moods determine the weather?
Emotion determines a number of things if your will is strong enough.
I see.
And the Feywild will react to your emotion. Dancing fireflies when you're happy, or a rain cloud when you're sad.
Interesting.
The end kind of like moves along, and then just slowly stops, and then lowers itself and settles at the foot of the hill.
Well, this does appear to be our stop.
Alright, hey, let her know I do have a request.
Okay, Chow's gonna... my friend here does have a request. Hope you'll be willing to listen.
Do you mind looking after Emmett here, while we go doing that? He's old and well-trained, but he's not fit for climbing mountaintops anymore. He's an old good boy.
He wags his tail and puddles a bit.
Yeah.
I was just gonna translate verbatim.
Yeah, I can watch him for a bit.
Cool. And that gives us reason to come back and rent more here, right?
Yeah, I'll look forward to it. It'd be nice having what's his name again?
Emmett.
Emmett. Pleasure to meet you, Emmett.
Give him lots of pets and keep him well fed, and just tally up a tab for me.
I'll do that. If for whatever reason I hear that Lorna is no longer a problem, I'll consider that tab enough.
Cool. It's incentive.
Good to hear.
Don't die out there.
Not again.
We'll try our best.
And if you really are intending to deal with the coven, be careful and be mindful.
We will be, thank you.
Remember the rules too. The hags are bound to them just as much as we are.
That is quite interesting and quite helpful.
She goes and she gets like a nice bowl of hand-picked meats and some greens for kind of mixed in for Emmett. Something healthy befitting a old doggo.
Just continue to pet him for a little bit longer.
Kind of licks your face.
Dell's not one to rush someone's goodbye.
There's always time to die another day.
Hopefully that day is quite far away.
All right, I'm ready.
Dell's just gonna pat Zahir on the shoulder and exit the inn.
Go and mount up on Happy and
seeing you, Happy kind of like curls around the inn and starts following again.
Dell's gonna actually reach out and give Happy a hug. Like, you helped me out when I was in a lot of trouble. Thank you so much, Happy.
The little mouth appendages, because little mouth tentacles just kind of rub on your face and get slime on you. But as you all step out, Emmett and Sue kind of like watch you leave for a little bit before she leans down and kind of gives him a pat on the side and walks in, and Emmett gives another look before barking out a farewell and kind of like turning in and fully expecting you to return. As you continue to move, you're greeted by the scent of very sweet-smelling fruit. There's damp, downy, silvery green moss that's just blanquets upward on a gentle slope, before finally giving way to a craggy ridge that, at the very peak of this hill, there's dozens of enormous willow trees that dot along the hillside. They all appear to be swaying as if they're in a breeze, but there is none. After a little bit of walking, you see that there's 3 trees kind of like making their way towards you, moving on roots as if they were they draw closer, two kind of pause, and then the third stops about 10 feet away, and you hear
Greetings. We were hoping to go up to Tommy Hill.
You are on Telemy Hill.
That's great. Are you three speaking for Tommy Hill?
Yes. We are acting as Ptolemy's voice.
Well, it's an honor to meet you, Ptolemy. My name is Chell. These here are my companions. It's Zahir, Kosmeyer, and I forgot the last name. Oh dear God. Vendari.
They look around for
And
the absent Vendari.
and our friend Happy as well. Motion to the snail.
It is a pleasure to meet you. We regret Telemy is not in a better mood. You feel like little drip drops of rain on you. We are sad.
What has made you sad?
Long time resident of the hill, known as Jingle Jangle, is beside herself after being robbed.
Oh, that's really unfortunate.
Yes, she hasn't left the hilltop den since returning to the hill. She must be pretty hungry by now.
If it's alright with you, we could go visit her and maybe bring her some food. I do see fruit if that's okay.
That would be nice.
Jell's gonna look to their companions.
Seems like as good a plan as any. Costier is going to lean over and just sort of stage whisper to Shell. You don't happen to know that spell that causes somebody to fall over laughing uncontrollably, do you?
No, I don't.
I do.
Ooh,
Isn't that kind of an unpleasant experience, though?
Nonsense, they're laughing.
it's like tickling. It's always good.
Nobody hates tickling.
Maybe if they wanted, we will do so. But yes, would you be able to point us in the direction of Jingle Jangle?
Jingle Jangle has not left the cavern at the peak of the hill. The brigands took something from them.
Oh, so the big cavern that's shaped like a keyhole, then.
Yes, that's the one.
Okay. Do you know what was taken?
You will have to get that from Jingle Jangle. It's best that they tell you.
Of course, it's best to hear first-hand information from them. To avoid any confusion. So shall we go?
Yeah,
He says your companions.
yeah, we know a direction ahead.
Good luck.
Thank you, and it was a pleasure to meet you. Tell on me, Hill.
And making your way up, you find that indeed there is a cavern that has that is shaped exactly like a keyhole, and as you approach, it's at the end. As you approach, whoops. Entering the cave, you find that there's worn stone steps that lead downward into what feels like a cellar. It's chilly, and there's a very subtle hint of iron in the air. From a distant spot within the chamber, there's a few sputtering candles illuminating a multitude of keys that are just dangling from taut strings that crisscross the walls. Hundreds of other keys are strewn across the dirt floor. While you're taking in the scene, you hear the sound of keys jingling as a goblin emerges from the dimness. She wears a coat lined with metal keys and carries a flail that has padlocks for heads. And there's a very weak smile, and she says, "How might Jingle Jangle unlock a bit of happiness in your lives today?" I'm still sounding a bit sad.
Oh, actually, we're hoping to help you a little bit. Tommy Hill said you were upset something was stolen and you haven't left your home, so you might be hungry as well.
You hear her stomach growl.
Hell's gonna take out a ration. We have some food.
Is it tasty?
Be basic trail ration, but you know what?
Jingle Jangle likes
Gonna use-
tasty foods.
I'm gonna use prestidigitation to make it taste better.
Oh, okay. That'll do it. She'll take the trail ration and kind of like sniff it and says, "Doesn't smell like anything," and then starts to eat. And then there's a moment, the ears perk up a bit. Continues to chew. Says, "Jingle Jangle likes this food. What's in it?"
There's some dried meat, some nuts, some dried fruit in it as well.
Jingle Jangle was hunting for truffles when Jingle Jangle got beat up.
Ask them if they want to laugh.
My companion here wants to know if you'd like to laugh. He has a way
Jingle
to.
likes laughing.
They cast Tasha's hideous laughter on them.
Oh.
They consented, it's fine. Hold on, that didn't work right. The DC should be 14.
Jingle Jangle, where are you?
If this fails, we just murder them and tell the mountain that they better.
I think that'd go
I'm
rather
gonna
poorly
give
for
them-
us.
I'm gonna give them disadvantage because they're.
We have our health back, it's fine.
Yeah, they're not attacking us. Then.
Yes,
They,
we're trying to fight him down.
they could also choose to fail because they're consenting.
That is true. What is your DC, by the way?
14.
14. They fail anyway.
Okay.
They have a -1. There's a moment, and as you cast this, their eyes start to water and they fall over, gripping their sides, and there's just this high pitch, and the keys are jingling, and it's just you almost hear as much of the if not more of the rattling from the keys that she's rolling around in, and this goes on for a minute, and until it wears off, and at which point she goes, "Wow." Jingle Jangle laughed real hard.
Jingle Jangle did, yes.
Jingle Jangle was sad that those terrible brigands stole Jingle Jangle's truffles. Next, they want Jingle Jangle's keys. Someone ought to give them a good shaking down so they know what it feels like.
Oh, good. We don't have to kill Jingle Jangle. We should just beat these guys up and take their truffles.
And her eyes light up. Yes. Jingle Jangle would like that.
Does Jingle Jangle know where they are? Or where they might be?
Jingle Jangle knows that. Jingle Jangle knows. They are led by Agaddon the Long Scarf. Is their leader.
Is it because they have a long scarf?
Yes, it's because they have a long scarf. Long, bright blue scarf. And move as fast as lightning. They are... Jingle Jangle knows they're mostly based out in Brigand's Tollway. Because they're brigands.
And it's where they take a toll, I'm guessing.
Brigand's Tollway, yes. It's a bunch of catwalks and it circles a giant tree stump. Brigands camp atop the stump. It gives them advantage of the high ground.
That does seem.
Is also on the way to a place called Downfall.
Which is somewhere where we actually do need to go as well.
Oh, then you have to go through Brigand's Toll. You can beat them up.
Well, opponents with high ground is nothing new.
Oh, it just looks down at Constantine. Yeah, those things were quite large.
What's quite large?
I don't suppose you know a fast or safe way we'd be able to get there.
Fast or safe way to get to Brigand's Tollway? Jingle Jangle is not as good as a guide as Clapperclaw. Clapperclaw would be a better guide for you.
Is Rapperclaw on Tell Me Hill?
No, Clapperclaw is in Downfall.
Oh dear. How long ago did the... Actually, time doesn't really matter here, does it?
Yeah.
I was going to ask...
Was gonna ask what?
I was going to ask how long ago they robbed you, but time again.
Oh, Jingle Jangle does not know. Long enough for Jingle Jangle to get really hungry.
You said they wanted your keys as well?
They want everything. They're brigands.
Well, they most certainly can't have everything, now can they?
They cannot have everything.
Tell turn to the companions again.
Well, we know where to go. We should get ready to go talk to them.
Mhm.
Talk is the word, right? Talk.
Well, we'll be expressing our disappointment with their brigadier actions, though don't know how verbal we'll be about it.
Well, we can have a few choice words like you and are a jerk.
Quite true. Um, I don't know if by any chance do you have a map of the area?
No. Jingle Jangle has lots of keys, though.
Okay.
Do we need the keys open doors there?
Probably.
Okay.
Jingle
Would
Jangle
we be able
does
to-
not like locked doors. Locked
Hmm.
doors are bad.
Well, whatever you think can help us.
Jingle Jangle turns around and starts digging through the pile of keys. If friends say that they are going to beat up brigands, then Jingle Jangle can give a gift. Starts fishing, just like fishing through all of these keys until she pulls one out. Here.
Excellent, thank you.
We appreciate it greatly.
Jingle Jangle knows that will be useful later, probably.
Most things tend to become useful at a later point. Well, we give her food, so that should be equal for our.
Food and promise to hurt brigands. Jingle Jangle
So that should
happy
cover-
now.
Okay. That should fortunately well work for our rule of reciprocity.
Yes.
We should let Ptolemy Hill know what we're going to do. That should hopefully cheer them up a bit.
I mean, we could just tell them when we're done, right?
That as well, yes.
That way we don't have to take 2 trips.
So we're still currently on Ptolemy Hill, so we can tell them as
that's
we leave.
fair. Tell them as we go, yeah.
Well, Jingle Jangle, we hope to show the brigands the error of their ways.
Yes, then Jingle Jangle will collect all the truffles and keys.
As he should.
Jingle Jangle is happy. Thank you for the food.
Oh,
You're very
cool.
welcome.
And she smiles, and you see her start to move a little more upbeat now, and it looks like she's actually moving about and getting gear together as if she was going to go out and forage again.
What did the key look like that she gave us?
It's a small silver key.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It's a small iron key. It's got a little bit of dirt in it, but other than that, it looks perfectly solid.
Bay-proof key. It's got to be good.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, don't mix.
So we're pretty much out of time, so why don't we make the plan to head down and tell them next week?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
So,
Absolutely.
we'll close with as you all are stepping out of the cave. You see that the clouds have broken, and there's a number of weeping willows that are just dancing about, and one of them kind of like shimmies over, and the trunk kind of leans down, and you hear, "I see you received a gift. Keep it close. You will find its benefit and downfall." And it straightens up. "Thank you, travelers."
Happily.
And
We're glad we can cheer up.
the willow leans back and starts to dance away again. And you see, probably for the first time coming to this area, that it's much clearer. There's actually a little bit of sunlight, and the murky bog below. And that's where we will stop for tonight.
Hooray! Well done, everyone.
Hey.
Success.
We survived.
We survived.
Somehow.
Oof. That was a very short game.
Yeah, I wasn't looking forward for it to end that soon. Oh my goodness.
Ah,
Oh
Oh.
my goodness.
well, I'm glad I'm managing to keep my improbable streak going.
I was trying really hard to play legit and also not ruin this.
Yeah. It's a hard balance to keep.
Yeah, the dice will be the dice, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's fun. That not 20 saved us.
Oh, that,
You came back.
I'll admit, it's such a classic me move, though.
There were a
There's-
couple things that saved you. That nat 20, that spell effect on Zashir. Remembering the
Shiny.
remembering Chinese ability.
Let me.
Because that,
Yeah.
because Chell was just about to get turned to stone. That was-
Yeah,
that
that one hurt. That one hurt.
Yeah, that would have been beyond our pay grade.
Mhm.
Alrighty. Well, everyone, thank you for watching. We're going to wrap up here. If you are sticking around tonight, do something productive like go watch Critical Role because we compete with their viewership. Hooray! Have a great
Personally,
night.
I enjoy us more.
Yeah, I enjoy us more too, but, it's Critical Role. So, have a great night, everyone.